We are live. Let's turn the TV down. So, hey guys, welcome to my channel, Glen. My name's Glenn. This is me talking about what I'm doing in the world of cryptocurrency, which hasn't been a lot, to be honest, recently. I did state in my last couple of videos that I haven't actually bought back into Bitcoin yet. So I'm still sort of on the side, if you like, waiting for my time to buy in, and I'm trying to do that by buying in at the right time for me, not when it's the right time for the market. I may live to regret that. We shall see, and I'll document that decision. But main reason for today's video is I woke up this morning and I don't know why, I actually checked the Coinbase app, which I haven't done for a long time. Can't remember what prompted me to do it. There's a little notification at the top saying, have you tried our new debit card? Or, you know, Coinbase now offer a debit card. Click here for more information. Clicked here, read the page that pops up about what they're going to be offering to people. And we've seen a few companies like this that have come out and said, we're going to offer debit cards with cryptocurrency, instant transfers. But to be honest, I've always been very wary of them, because a lot of these companies that hold your data and especially your money and your credit card information, you just never know whether they're going to be scams, whether they're going to get hacked, or whether they're going to get shut down and you lose all your funds. So I've just always stayed clear of it. For Coinbase, I trust Coinbase more than, I suppose, some of the other exchanges and stuff out there. So I thought, sod it, I'll give it a go, see what comes of it. So I clicked on register for a debit card, and it's a bit of a weird process. You have to download the new app. I think it's called Coin Card, or I don't know, something, but you download the Coinbase debit card app, and you have to link that app to your Coinbase app, which I think is only available on phones. So I don't think you can do this from a desktop. You have to do it through their app. You also have to link to your Coinbase app, which then draws all your information and your cryptocurrency wallets over. So all your Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, I can't remember what other ones they offer at the minute, Bitcoin Cash, you'll have them available on this, say, app, which you can use for contactless payments. It's Visa, so anywhere that accepts Visa payments, which is pretty much everywhere, you can withdraw cash from it, although I think the fees are high on it. And then you can pay, like, say, using tap, contactless, and do stuff like that. So it's like a prepaid credit card, if you like. It's only available in the UK and Europe, from what I understand. It's not available in the USA at the moment. I assume they're trialing it out, or maybe logistically, legally, maybe they can't offer it in USA. I don't know why they haven't offered it in the USA yet. So I've gone through the process, and then I have to, it actually was really difficult to set up. I don't know why, but it kept saying there's something wrong, you have to restart again, so I had to keep restarting. I had to keep sending loads of verification codes via text message, waiting for them to come through, copy and pasting it. It kept crashing on me, so then I had to go back in, close it down. And even actually the last time where I actually did finally set it up, I didn't know I'd finished setting it up, because it got through to the final bit and it said something is wrong. I closed it down. Next time I loaded the app up, the credit card, there was a picture of the credit card with a long card number, my name, the address that my new card's getting sent to, and all that sort of stuff. So it had already completed it, had done it. So yeah, had a little bit of issue with it. Then my other issue, so just letting you guys know before you decide to set something like that up, if you want to, you have to have at least £5 worth of Bitcoin, I believe. I don't know if that applies to any wallet, but I think you have to have at least £5 worth of cryptocurrency, and I'm pretty sure it said Bitcoin. And then how it works is when you register for the card for it to be delivered to your home address, you have to pay £4.99. It says it's for the insurance to cover the card or something like that. I don't know what that's for, but essentially it cost me a fiver to set this new Coinbase card up. As well as that, because I had to have a balance of £5 in my Coinbase, which I haven't, I've had like 93p for months and months and months now. I had to send over, so I thought, oh, do you know what, I'll send over £50 worth. So it cost me £2 or something in fees to transfer the £50 to Coinbase. Then it cost me a fiver to link the debit card and my Coinbase up together. So all in all, it cost me £7 in fees, which I think is really high. It's probably what, 12 to 15%, if my maths is correct, you know, on £50. You could, I suppose you could have just transferred over £5 worth, but or a bit more, because then you'd have to take into account fees. But anyway, I think fees are quite high. Normally, if you was to get any sort of debit or credit card, it wouldn't cost anything. You don't pay for postage, you don't pay for the account set up. I think a lot of banks, as long as you put £1 in, I think they can set up an account. So yeah, that was different, I suppose, or a bit frustrating. That's annoying that you have to pay fees to set this up. Anyway, it's said that I'm going to receive my new card in the post. They said they send it out next working day. Now, it's actually a bank holiday in the UK, so we've got Saturday, Sunday, bank holiday Monday. So I assume if they send it from then. But I looked online, and from other people's experiences, it takes about 2 weeks for the card to come through. So I think you have the option. BBL says, "Sup, Glenn, nice to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well." When this new card comes through, first thing I'm going to do is obviously go out and try and use it. I'm going to withdraw cash, and then I'll show you guys. I don't know how I'll do it with my phone and that. I might have to use my iPad and phone together, but we'll do a video together, and I can show you all, right, this is the fee for cash, this is the fee for contactless payment, this is the fee for doing a balance transfer or something like that. So you guys know real world usage, what it actually costs to have on these cards. So that's my experience setting it up today. Obviously, I put it in the Telegram Team BitGlen group chat, which you could be a part of. The link to it is in the description down below. Completely free, no shilling, no scams. Feel free to join it and join in the conversation. Put it in there. A couple of people said, oh, I wouldn't trust Coinbase. You know, and it got me thinking, okay, so what is the benefit of doing this? So the only thing that I can see personally is that as it stands at the minute, it's not the right time for me to buy back into cryptocurrency, because I'm trying to clear debts off and stuff like that, and obviously budget for the things that we do anyway. So therefore, it means that each month I don't have much spare money to go and put it into something. And by the time you actually sit there with that spare money, you always think, oh, I can afford to go here today or do that. And you end up spending it. It's quite easy to spend your last couple of £100 or whatever at the end of the month. So the only benefits I can see of this is that, say at the beginning of a month, I could probably buy, you know, £1,500, £2,000 worth of, say, Bitcoin, and then sort of use it as I go along throughout the month. Now, if I had any money left over, I could be like, oh, I've got £200 worth of Bitcoin left over. Actually, I might leave that in there. And then again, next month, obviously put money on. Now, this all depends on the fees, the transaction times. If you start having issues, then you're going to revert back to just your normal debit card for day-to-day transactions. But it means that obviously I can hold on to a larger amount of Bitcoin. And then if it does go up in value, if this is a double-edged sword, if it goes up in value, obviously you would have gained that money, because the way that Visa and Coinbase convert the, what Bitcoin was worth is at the point of sale. So say this morning when I woke up, Bitcoin was at $8,100. So if I was to go into a shop and pay for something that morning, that's the sort of exchange rate that I would have got. Now, as of right now, I'm sure you guys all know if you've been checking, Bitcoin's currently worth $8,020 or something like that. It was in the lower end, so it's gone down by about $100, which is actually on £8,000 is what I can't work that out in my head in percentage, but obviously the money is, if you've got £1,000 in there, it would only now be worth 950, say. So therefore you've lost money. But then on the flip side of that, if you've got £1,200, £1,500 worth of Bitcoin sitting in a wallet, and obviously you're going to use most of that money throughout the month. But if Bitcoin was to go up, like as we've seen it, I mean, it's gone from $3,500 to $8,000 in a few weeks. If that was to happen to me, say next month, you're talking about doubling your money. So obviously, as you're paying for your stuff as you go along, you could be in a position where you've budgeted, say, £1,200, £1,500 worth of money for the month, but then actually when it gets to the end of the month, because Bitcoin went from $8,000 to $16,000, you've actually left with, you've ended up with double the amount of money. So therefore, you've bought all the things you had, but you've still got this money left over for Bitcoin. Obviously, that again, that could happen either way. Because you can lose money as well as gain. So it's almost like gambling, I suppose. But I suppose it increases your chance of accumulating more Bitcoin. And plus, then you're actually using cryptocurrency for stuff. You can say to all your friends and family, I just paid for this McDonald's or Costa Coffee or clothing, with Bitcoin. And people will say, well, I thought Bitcoin, you had to do this wallet thing and transfer it over. But obviously with a card like that, you can just use it as you normally would. So yeah, I thought it was really exciting. Like I say, fees are a bit of a bummer. I don't know how it's going to work with speed of, if you tap your card using contactless, how long does it take Coinbase to then convert it and confirm that the Bitcoin's there and then transfer it over? I don't know. That I can imagine that being a pain in the ass if it doesn't go through and you're attempting it 2 or 3 times at a shop. So they're things that obviously I won't be able to answer for you until the card arrives and I actually use it, and then I can show you guys what you think of it. But what do you guys think of the Coinbase debit card? Would you be interested in getting one? Would you use it? What do you feel the pros and cons are of having one? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's get a discussion going. What else has been happening in the world of crypto? So apparently, I shared in the Telegram group chat. Again, you could be a part of it by clicking the link below. There was a conference in Malta. I think Tone Vase and Roger Ver, or Ver, however you want to pronounce it, they had a bet that Roger had said, if you sent over $5 of Bitcoin today, it takes over 24 hours for it to actually confirm and send over, and the fees are yada yada yada. And obviously, I assume he's saying that to promote Bitcoin Cash, because he's saying his one's cheaper and faster, as he has been for years. But Tone Vase called him out on it and said, bullshit, I bet you $10,000 that if I sent a transaction today, it would clear within the 24 hours. And I think he done it and he plastered it all over Twitter, and it cleared within 10 hours, and it only cost so much. But then obviously, as the way of cryptocurrency, rather than everyone just being like, okay, yeah, fair dues, like clap, 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 you've done really well, yep, you proved your point. No, that would be too simple. The people of cryptocurrency started commenting on how the transaction was set up, where it was going to, what type of wallet it was, how much the transaction fee was set at. All this really criticising it, whether Lightning Network was used, yada yada yada. So yeah, there's that spat going on Twitter, but even at 10 hours, even at 5 hours, it's just not where we need it to be, is it really? You know, you get into Bitcoin because obviously it's cheap, instant transactions, and now we're talking about 10-hour confirmation times with a fee of so many percent. It's not what I thought it would be, and I know it's getting better. I remember obviously the days of not November just gone, the one before, where transactions would take in. I would exchange Bitcoin for Litecoin or something, and it would take like a day and a half for it to go through. So yeah, we are getting better as a community, and obviously the people behind developing for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, they are becoming faster and better, but it's just not where we need it to be at the minute. And this brings me back to this current run up in price. No real big development got released, no big news, no big exchange or the promise of a ETF. None of that happened, and we just had this massive rally all of a sudden. I was reading the other day that, or a couple of days ago, that the reason that the run up happened originally was because there was an order for 5,000 Bitcoin to go through to sell at a certain price, and it pushed the price down. Actually, Bitcoin was at 8,000, and someone had set this 5,000 Bitcoin to sell at 6,400 or something like that, which is exactly where the price of Bitcoin went to, because obviously it has a knock-on effect. That amount of Bitcoin being sold through one exchange, then the average from one exchange to another goes down. Therefore, the coin market cap website that we use, or other exchanges that may draw their data from other people, their figures are going to change, and everyone's going to sit down and go, oh, this is it. This is the big drop off, right? Sell, 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 sell. So then it has a knock on effect. But then on vice versa, if someone was to sell Bitcoin for more and it pushed the price up a bit, then obviously therefore that could do that. So all it shows to me is that Bitcoin can quite easily, I say quite easily, physically it's easy, but if I had enough to buy 5,000 Bitcoin, then I won't be worrying. But it seems quite easy to juggle the books, to pump the price up or down with Bitcoin and particular cryptocurrencies. Now, Bitcoin obviously being the highest one, they're not doing anything illegal or wrong, I suppose. But it shows that it can be done as long as you've got a bit of money behind you. You could do that and then obviously profit from it. Once everyone sells, you buy back in at the cheaper price, the price goes back up, and then you've made double money. Or if you want to sell your Bitcoin at the high and then obviously push the price, compress the price down, so then you sold at the top and then you buy back in at the bottom. It just goes to show that at the moment Bitcoin can be manipulated fairly easy. So again, I'm a bit skeptical about this big run up we've had recently, but I don't know if that's just me being a skeptic. But they're the sort of things that have been going on in my mind down the world of crypto. What about you guys? What do you think? Frederick's joined in. He says yo, and BBL said sup, Glenn. So two loyal fans there. Really appreciate their time and energy that they've given me. So thank you to you boys. Thanks for sticking around all this time. I really do appreciate it. It's really nice to see the same people turning up week in, week out, month in, month out. So yeah, that's it really, guys. New Coinbase card. Bitcoin still a little bit slow, if that's fair to say. And I'm still on the fence about whether this price increase is going to continue. I still have my doubts about it dropping off. I did say I reckon it will drop within the next couple of weeks. So we're only a couple of days into that. So Kevin says, hey Glenn, long time no see. Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for joining in. I'm actually wrapping this video up now, so you have to go back and watch it from the beginning. But yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know that I'll get the new card, I'll actually use it, keep a record of the transactions, and then I will show you guys what is up with this new Coinbase debit card and whether it's worth your time and money to actually get. If I can regularly keep uploading Bitcoin to it and using it in all the normal shops that I would normally use, then I reckon thumbs up. So we'll see. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up before you leave. If you're new to this video and new to this channel, click the subscribe button and just join in the conversation. This channel will be nothing without Team BitGlen because I run out of things to talk about. So please join the Telegram group chat and join in the conversation there. And I'll see you guys on the next video from myself. See you later, guys. Bye.